Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter and my humble planet Humble. This will be the final episode of the Planet Crafter series. Today we're going to go and have a look at all the available endings that we can have Planet Crafter. The Humble DLC here. As you can see, my guys here are almost fully grown, 95% growth. He is an absolute champion. And this fella over here, majestic. Got a little like cat face, but he's got like a scaly body. He's freaking awesome, dude. 96%. And our little marsupial, he won't grow very much because I think he was like size 1 anyway. Yeah, 93%. He's a little fella. But as you can see, I have resolved the food situation. So I ended the last episode with these animals almost starving because, well, I had a bit of a backlog going on the production chains over there. But not anymore. That has been resolved, and actually going to be setting up another little petting zoo over here. I'll just put them a little ways away, just to try and spread these animals out a little bit, right? So we're going to put a shelter there, and we'll put an animal feeder here. Now this is going to upset the balance a little bit, but we're going to demand animal feed on here. I haven't unlocked tier 2 animal feed yet. I'm not even really sure what T2 animal feed, like, does it make them grow faster? I don't know. Anyway, we should very quickly and shortly see a number of drones arriving. So I've just set the demand up for animal feed here. So hopefully, give it a few seconds. I was kind of hoping they'd be here by now. Honestly, here they come, look. Here they come. Come on, fellas. Bing. Bang. Pop. All right, so yeah, straight away, the animal feed is coming in. The drones are just swarming this base. Like, there's so much for them to do here. There's like all the plants and algae and stuff like that. But the thing is, they do a job and then they sort of head back towards Red Base. And Red Base isn't really producing anything, so I'm not really sure what they're doing back there. Because there's not really anything supplying over at Red Base. So I think they just go in there as kind of like a... almost like they haven't got a job right now, so they're going back to the drone thing, but they won't turn around until they reach their destination. So you have this problem where you have lots of jobs to do over here, but they're kind of idle, or between jobs thing is to go back to the drone thing or go back to the Red Base or whatever. Then they get a new job and they come all the way back again. So there's a ton of back and forth. And I'm wondering about basically taking the drone station out of there and putting it over here, and whether that will make any kind of difference at all, I don't know. But, yeah. Anyway, we've got a number of new animals to bring out to play. We're going to bring them out now. And then, like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to basically go through the various endings available in the game. And I'm going to give you a sort of full final tour of my setup here. For those of you that perhaps are just coming along at the end to see how things turned out, we've got our primary yellow base here, basically. I'll do a tour of that in a second, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new DNA strands. And this is going to really test the food production. I'm going to admit I'm a little bit scared, but as you can see, there is a backlog here in the autocrafter. So we do have a fair amount. Common lava, which is the main sort of, I suppose, bottleneck of creating animal food. We have got common lava in there, and we should now be starting to build up the T3 mutagen that was required for the production of common lava. What is holding us up now is actually algae production, of all things. Water production is like coming through nicely now, and I'll come to why that's all now working nicely. Algae production is just, I don't think there's anything that can speed them up, you know, and it's just a case of they grow when they grow, and you just have to have more algae growers and more algae growers, right? So I don't know what's going on here, guys, but there we go. We're gonna introduce species 3, which I think is also a little foal like type creature, like that guy, and he's all green. He hasn't got the horns on the top, but that's the variant, I presume, or lack of variant, maybe. There we go. And another one, that's species 3 as well. Species 4, there we go. Species 4 is a little turtley dude. Ah, what's up? Hey, he's being pushed along by Big Mama right now. Hey, Big Mama, calm down, yeah? He is very hungry. Go and eat, my friend. Go and eat. Go and eat. Same as you, fella. All right. Can we be your little pet? Yeah, great. Can we be your little pet? Yeah, wonderful thing. Oh, I think he makes a little chirpy noise. That's awesome. Let's go over to our other hut over here. And I think most of the end game of Planetcraft is very much like this. So you just sort of create animals. So, oh my gosh, look at this chap! Wow! That is awesome. I didn't even know how to describe that. He's got like completely redundant middle leg arm things. Wow. Somebody was tripping when they designed that one, huh? Woof. That's cool though. That's another creature 3. Hello. You're not going to grow as big as the other fella. Most of the creatures I have are actually 3, so you're going to see a lot of those, I think. And species 4. Another little turtle dude. They're all together. They need to go on a little wander. Let me get genetic trait. Variant 3, bioluminescence, colors B, size 2. I mean, so you get lots of genetic traits just by petting these guys, of course, but I don't know why they're not moving. I don't know if they're like if you're having a chance to get like the really rare ones, like Creature 6 over there, Species 6 there. I don't know how I got Creature 6. I think I got him out of a box from one of the wrecks through the portal. But there we go. So hopefully the food production can keep up with that demands. And if it does, then I can add even more creatures to it. But let's have a little look-see at the base setup a second. Eat down. Chow down. Now, as you can see, I've got basically... We got amphibians, we got flower spreaders, we got habitats, which are full of lava. We got tree spreaders here. We've got giant drills. I generally try and spread things out a little bit to make it look like it's, well, less industrial and more, you know, natural. At the end of the day, we are trying to restore or build nature here. So, you know, you gotta spread stuff out. But yeah, butterfly farms, flower spreaders everywhere, and the occasional froggies dotted around for amphibians. In the water, we also have fish farms. Over here, we've got fish farms with some guys swimming around. We actually have now naturally occurring fish as well. Algae growers everywhere, more fishies. We've got some isolated aquariums as well. And this is where I have all my lake water set up, my lake water collectors set up around a machine optimizer with 3 optimizer fuses in it. This thing is influencing all 8 of these water collectors, right? So we are churning out 8 waters a minute, I think, less than a minute, and 8 waters in less than a minute, which is pretty good. Yeah, and we've just got more of the same. We've got some giant heaters over there. We've got tier 3 ore miners dotted around. And you just look around, there's something somewhere, everywhere. More fish farms, more algae generators. We've got our gas collectors, we've got butterfly farms, and yeah, so on and so forth. On top of the base here, I've got squash and eggplant and beans and mushrooms. I've got more beans and mushrooms on the roof as well. So I've got a whole rooftop garden thing going on with a tier 2 beehive. And this is the auto crafter setup I got in here. And this is, I'm not auto crafting everything, but the important stuff. And you just see it whirring away there. There goes another animal feed that just created there. The bacteria creates, the tier 3 mutagen then creates, and then the animal food creates if it needs to. Or the common larva creates if it can, yeah. So at the moment you've got a problem between this is using a lot of algae, and I think common larva actually is T2 fertilizer, plankton B, and T3 mutagen. So that should be creating. There's obviously some kind of hold up here. That means that this isn't creating something, and I don't think it's the T3 mutagen. It's probably the plankton now, I guess. Of all things, because the plankton haven't actually changed the plankton at all. So yeah, that's all plankton C and A. So it's used all the B plankton up, right? We've got plankton B container here, specifically for B, but there's none there. So we've got now a bit of a bottleneck with the common larva. But you've got all the storage down here, and then all the water crafters upstairs. So they should be able to reach basically all the storage boxes downstairs and have access to everything, and they're in range of the farms as well. But the drones now harvest the farms. So if you create a box, like I've got a box of beans here, create a box for the plants, they'll go and pick them for you. which is actually a new development, or a development I wasn't aware of. Anyway, this is basically the nerve center of the upper tiers of terraformation, the organic tiers of terraformation. We've done all the pressure, and we've done all the oxygen, and we've done all the heat and stuff at my other base, and we'll go to that and have a little look around in a second. But you know, I've had a bit of fun with the decorative stuff. I've created myself a little kitchen. I've put some butterflies on the wall. Got myself a little desk, some effigies over there, a nice roaring fire, some lovely views outside. Biolabs. Here, we've got our DNA sequences tucked in the corner there. I probably, in hindsight, could have created another room for these things, but they're right next to where all the stuff is that I need, you know? We got some nice armor suits and stuff that we managed to acquire here. And then upstairs, like I said, we got our autocrafter nerve center, as it were. But we've also got a nice little living compartment here. This is one of the living compartments you have to buy from the trade rocket. There's some really great views on this planet, I tell you, now that it is like properly terraformed. And I say properly terraformed, like, we aren't at the biosphere stage yet. In fact, I think we're actually only 15% of our way to biosphere. And biosphere is like, that is the final stage. That's it. There's no more after that. You've got mammals, you've got life, you've got a fully terraformed planet. I mean, we've got mammals. They just need to get to a point where they're sort of self-sustaining, as it were, out in the wild and stuff, you know? Yeah, and the other thing I've got on the roof here is just a simple biodome. There you go. Everything's unlocked. The only thing left is the T2 animal. Yeah, so they have an augmented production. Okay, so if we give them T2 animal feed, they're better, right? We're at 1.65 TTIs, and we got to get 2.25 TTIs to unlock that one. And that's the last thing to unlock. That's yellow base, pretty much. And of course, we've got our portal. And we've got our escape rockets over there. So the other one is red base. Now, red base was my main up to like the organic terraformation, you know? The red base is where I decided it would be kind of fun to build a 3-part base across a canyon. So, yeah, not the easiest thing to build, but it's been certainly interesting. And it's far out of the water, because for those of you that remember, Blue Base down there was originally in that lake, and then the water came in, so I decided to screw it. I will move on to the highest high ground, maybe not the highest high ground, but some decent high ground, to progress. And there is some organic stuff over here, but it's basically just tree and flower spreaders. Mostly what we got over here is power production, as you can see in the nuclear power plant there. We've got the T3 and T4 drills. You can just about make them out through the trees over there. We've got our rocket launch site. We've got lots of veg tubes for oxygen production. We got heaters and stuff over there as well. So this was all about your standard terraformation index: heat, oxygen, and pressure. And power. Yeah, lots of power. It took us a while to get the pulsar quartz together to get fusion reactors up. And once we did, power was no longer an issue. But yeah, it all started in this room, basically. Some basic crafters, containers. This is where I crafted my first food to eat. I was starving for a little while. The nerve center. And then we've got our storage warehouse. Still got some of the old lockers, as you can see. First autocrafter doing pulsar quartz, because that was one of the hardest things to get hold of. Now it's like too much. It's got too much. And then we've got the fusions here, and the fusions are being supplemented by 3 energy multipliers. Each one of these are working at 450%. So we've got 5 fusion reactors there, producing at the moment 15,000 kilowatts. Oh, wow. They're producing a total of 41,000 kilowatts. We have a surplus of 15,000. So we're good. We're good on power, right? With those 5 in there. And there's our teleporter there as well. Over the bridge, like the heat base. Where all the heat was, or is rather, and our drone platform. So we've got a tier 1 optimizer there, heat optimizing. Some tier 3 heaters in a cupboard. Tier 4s and 5s on the roof. And our drone station over here. 34 drones in total at the moment. Quick run down to let's quick pop over to green base, and then we'll run up to blue base. So there's 4 bases in total. Green base was supposed to be the bio base, because for a moment the lava would only spawn underground here, and they do spawn on this beach very, very reliably. In fact, I will pick up that common lava, because inevitably that is useful, right? So this was supposed to be a bio base. It turned out actually that the lava wasn't only spawning underground anymore. I think there was a change or something. Anyway, this basically became a bit redundant, but I still keep it because it's a good little trip, an easy way to get underground here. And well, like I said, this beach is brilliant for spawning lava on. So whenever I need to go and get an extra little manual burst of common lavas for food production and stuff, this is where I'd come and just do a few circuits around here and fill my inventory up in a couple of minutes with common lava. And that was how I kept my animals alive while I was still trying to get the backlog of production sorted. So yeah, handy little tip if you're starting out on Humble here. These beaches underground, in the caves underneath, absolute, and you get these guys as well, which are 700% butterflies. They're pretty crazy. And yeah, but as you can see, just absolutely crazy for lava. So we've got a vehicle station as well, so we can also bring the car down here if we need to. And this was 3 halves long. This was a much bigger building. I've sort of scaled it right back. I've deleted a lot of the storage in here. We've just got a teleporter, a couple of food thingies, a board. That's it. That's all there is. But there is something that was very important down here, other than the beach full of lava. If we fly out of the tunnel this way, we not only have an amazing view out over the ocean, once the freaking dust storm clears up, of course. Access to the 2 other biomes down here as well. Down there, this is how I was able to produce more super alloy than I could ever need. 3 T3 auto miners and a tier 2 as well, which is dredging up all sorts of stuff, right? But around a tier 2 optimizer, there's only 1 fuse in that, but it was enough. It was enough. Hello, mate. What are you doing up there? You silly sausage. So yeah, that's what I mean. Lava should spawn only underground, but it doesn't anymore. It spawns everywhere. So yeah. Green base was a bit redundant there. Anyway. Yeah. Tier 3 auto miners, they made such a hell of a difference. They use a hell of a lot of power. Hence all the nuclear power plants, right? But yeah. The super alloy shortages were very quickly overcome with that setup. Just fill it up with common lava. Anyway, last base, blue base. But before we do that, this is where it all began. Remember what it looked like? I do remember running out of water and having to find ice, and there was no ice anywhere. I made a decision to go towards what looked like snowy mountains over there. Found ice. It was touch and go for a while. Our first little drill and windmills. Technically our first base, I suppose. I suppose. I never did clear it up. Why bother? It's all still contributing to TI. Blue base then. Blue base was originally my main base because I found this whole area. It was flat, it was wide open, and I thought this would be a great place to build a base. We could expand it as necessary. There wasn't much in the way of rocks interfering with things. But obviously as the planet heated up and the ice started melting, well, blue base became a bit of a problem. Blue base was where that blue beacon was. I never moved the beacon. But now it became, well, essentially a tree farm. Our primary oxygen producing farm, really. We've got lots of tier 1 tree spreaders here as well, still. Ones that need to be in the water and stuff, which is silly, really, because the trees spawn on the ground. But, yeah, we've got tree spreaders here. There's another one over there, I think. Yeah, but obviously the main ones and the most valuable tree seeds, and these are these blue, orange, and yellow trees. And they're so dense in here because I've got them all huddled around an optimizer with an oxygen fuse in it. Here we go. Tier 1 optimizer. And that's obviously influencing all the machines. 5 machines. I could probably upgrade it to a tier 2 one, but these guys are working at 300% above normal. That guy is running a Malice seed. Guy is running a Prunia. That's 1200%. So he's working at 1700% normal. And that guy's 1200 as well. Working at 1700%. So yeah. They are some hard-working tree spreaders producing a crap ton of oxygen. The blue base itself, we got the tree T2 biodomes that produce tree bark. We got some of the old leftover veg tubes. Another little working station of the old containers. I think they still got some stuff in them, yeah. And then, yeah, these guys which are producing tree bark. And that's blue base. So this was like oxygen, all about oxygen. I absolutely love how much the planet has changed. I struggle to remember sometimes what it looked like before, when all that was covered in ice. And this crater was a crater. It didn't have a zeolite auto miner in it. The rocket was on the ground. And this whole caldera, whatever you want to call it, sinkhole, wasn't a sinkhole. It was a hole. But not that much of a hole. And we got a bauxite auto miner here. This little tab on the side of red base here. They got these set up as dump boxes. There's a few things that they don't have any demands made of them, so they're kind of stuck in there. Put some common lava in here, and the drones will come and take that home so that they can be used in animal feed. But yeah, it's just mostly flower spreaders, veg tubes. These trees, I don't think are the product of a tree spreader. Oh, I could be wrong, actually. There's a tree spreader right here with Alessia tree seed in it. But yeah, the 4 T4 drills around a couple of tier 1 pressure fuse multipliers as well. Really ramped up the pressure on the planet. So did launching a bunch of rockets, to be fair. One of the last hang-ups that I've had to resolve was sulfur. We're almost full circle with our tour now. The sulfur was a real hang-up on sort of mutagen and lava production to get the animal feed working. So the last time, I think I just had the tier 2 auto miner here, pulling out all sorts of resources as well as sulfur. I've now added 5 tier 2 auto miners to it around a machine optimizer. That is now influencing all these machines, which are pulling out more sulfur than my system can handle. So I more than overcompensated for the lack of sulfur with too much sulfur, which is, you know, it's just how you do it here in Planet Crafter. You definitely have more than you need, and then you know, everything's fine. So that is the sulfur production right there, and that has resolved a lot of the issues that I had with animal food production. And like I said earlier, back in the water here, more algae growers, more water collectors. And that's it. There we go. Right then. Found myself a bit of food. I do believe that we've got a super alloy storm. Going to come down for a little while now and just make a big old racket. And, no, I don't need super alloy. No, I don't need super alloy. I don't know if that does anything. It does not. Okay. These, I think, will retrieve size 1. Size 2. And these guys extract them, and they're species, yeah. Species 3. These guys can get in there, then. Okay. So, we've got 3 endings that I know of. We've got the Sentinel Corp ending. Sentinel Corp were the ones that sent us here, of course. We've got the Stellar Robotics, or is it Starform Robotics, that's it. Starform Robotics ending. And we've got the ending where we just basically F them and go our own way, right? Now, thanks to the tips in the comments on my Discord as well, we need to do the the Sentinel Corp ending last. I don't know why, but that is the advice I've been given. Do it last. I think maybe it F's your save game up or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to save. And we're going to go do the Starform Robotics ending first. So in the Starform Robotics ending, you need to gather 15 logs, which essentially prove that Sentinel intentionally sabotaged the terraformation progress of Starform Robotics, and therefore they have no claim on this planet because Starform were here first. And here we can see, leave the planet with Starform Robotics, trust their word to make you a terraformation expert working for them. Here's the first option: escape the planet on your own without notifying anyone, try your luck in the infinity of the universe. Okay, so we'll do that one next, because I think yeah. Right, so just to do another save. Game saved. Okay. Here we go. I've got some food and water on me, just in case. Right. Good luck, animals. Here we go. Leave the planet with Starform Robotics. I was wondering if it was going to take off then. It's making a lot of noise and not going anywhere. Oh shit! They're right there! Collision alert? Watch out! Oh dear. That looked like it was... Thank you for your help. Welcome to Starform Robotics. The robots that I saved, they're coming out, look! Yeah! And look, all more ships are arriving. That's cool. We've taken care of all legal requirements. You are now a proud member of our team. They kept their word! Who knew? There you go, the little robots. They're going to help get their robot friends out of trouble. Let's work together for a better future and fight against Sentinel Corp. Yeah! F Sentinel Corp. I had no idea those little robots flew. I thought they were all little walkers. Planet Crafter. Awesome. I love that little robots flying around. That's so cool. Meiju Games! These guys are awesome. Did you know it's just 2 people? Husband and wife. I mean, they might have artists and stuff, I suppose. But yeah, just 2 people. Alright, so we load it back. That was the Starform Robotics ending. Okay, so the next one we do, we go on our own. Here we go. Toodles! My one ration pack and one bottle of water. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Look at all the evidence with me as well. I'll let Sentinel and Starform fight it out. See you later, Rubbos. How funny would it be if I just now crash land on the first planet and go, ah, crap. Gonna start again. Sometimes someone has to take control of their destiny and not let anyone else dictate their life. Very true. Words of wisdom. Choosing to free yourself from all external pressures can be the riskiest choice. Yeah. I'll argue with that. But it can be the most rewarding of all. Woohoo! Planet Crafter. You know what? I feel like they missed a real opportunity with that ending. They really missed an opportunity. They could have just like, I think it'd be really funny if they did the intro sequence again of you landing on the first planet. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, right. That is the Go Alone ending. Prefer the robotic one. I prefer the robots. Right, so the next one, the last ending then. We need to check the message board. This is the Sentinel Corp ending. So the message from Sentinel Corp is, if you destroy most of them with explosives, we'll send someone to come to pick you up right away and reunite you with your family in a peaceful place. Peaceful place. Better from anything you've ever known. You should be able to find an extraction platform recipe, blah, 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 blah. So for this one, we need to make some explodey things. So let's grab some sulfur here and some iridium. Blah, 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 blah. I think we've got enough explosives back at the old base, but I just want to make sure that we do actually have enough explosives. So explosives are just the circuit boards. And it's 2, 4, 6. I got one more short one. As annoying as that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. There we go. Okay, let's go to red base. So red base, I have with me 4 explosives. Here in not the dump box, the explosives box. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alrighty. We're gonna go blow up bunch of robots. Yeah, this should be fine. Green base. And from green base, we have the quickest route to the Starform Robotics ship. And if anybody's curious, I am rocking a tier 5 jetpack right now. And this is set speed of tier 5 jetpack. Pretty decent. Hello, robots. Right. We've got a ship full of robots here. I'm just going to hit save one more time here. And hopefully I have the save before I do this. Blew them up. Blew them up. Doesn't seem to be doing anything else, I don't think. Let me try and put this on this guy. Oh. No, I can't blow up the big dude. Well, that's most of them then. I blew up most of the robots, right? Keep options. Yeah, there we go. So leave the planet with Sentinel Corp. Trust their word to will reunite you with your family. All right, here we go. I'm not going to save it before this one. I'm wearing Starform Robotic outfit. I've got all the logs, all the evidence with me. Oh, there they are. Look, they're waiting for me. Those dastardly devils. These devious deviants. I like the extra little ship above as well, flying around. Congratulations, you did the wise choice, dear Planet Crafter. Oh, God. Doesn't feel good. Sometimes the best thing to do is to choose your own interests over whimsical nonsense. Whimsical? You chose the smartest option, and we will keep our word. It's time for you to reunite with your family. My family are dead, aren't they? You're not gonna know. They're dead. Now I am. Thank you, VG Games, once again for another wonderful Planet Crafter experience. Planet Humble DLC, I would say, is probably one of the best DLCs you could DLC yourself with, if you're interested in DLCing. I hope this is saved before I blew everything up. Shit. No! Oh, well. Apparently all three are available now, so there we go. Anyway, it's fine. I got everything. What was I saying? Yes, the Humble DLC is definitely worth it, guys. I mean, just witnessing the planet transformation alone is just absolutely fantastic. So yeah. I hope you've enjoyed our journey back in Planet Crafter here with the Humble DLC. I really do, and thank you so much for coming along, sticking with me through all these episodes and all these trials and stuff like that. It has been awesome. It has been awesome playing this game with you guys, so thank you very much for all of that. And the support has been amazing. I really appreciate you. I really do. And hopefully, well, we'll see. We'll see what will happen. But hopefully we'll be back with more Planet Crafter. Maybe they'll do another DLC. Who knows? I mean, this one was so successful. I just don't know how are they gonna top Humble, honestly. It was so alien when we arrived. And so majestic. But we'll see. VG Games, they do deliver, so that's going to be it for now. Thank you again. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.